4 p.m. So maybe we can start before starting the webinar. While we're waiting for everyone to join us, we can start with a little presentation of each of us. We are the one that we're going to be presenting today. I'm going to start presenting Esteban Roura. Esteban Roura, he is the brand manager and business development bio service for COMEXI, and he will be giving a feedback as a final client of EPSON Moverio smart glasses and Wideum solution software, in this case, remote eye. So I don't know, Esteban, if you want to introduce yourself a little bit more and tell us about COMEXI, how long have you been working here?
Okay. Hello to everyone. So as Rocío said, I'm Esteban Roura, brand manager in COMEXI. Just let me briefly introduce who is COMEXI. COMEXI is a world leader in design, manufacture, and sale of equipment for a flexible packaging industry. We have 70 years of experience in the market, serve customers in more than 100 countries. So I'm working in COMEXI for 25 years right now.
Okay, thank you. And then from EPSON Moverio, the small glasses hardware side, we are having Marc-Antoine with us. He's the manager of new market development in EPSON Europe. So Marc-Antoine, you can introduce yourself better.
Hello, everyone. So yeah, I'm working for EPSON Europe since 2012. So I've always been focusing on the augmented reality smart glasses offering of EPSON, the Moverio smart glasses. I started as a product manager, so working with our headquarters in Japan to define the strategy to market those products in Europe. And later, I've been more involved on business development and especially partnerships. So working on the creation and the growth of the ecosystem of partners working on the Moverio smart glasses platform. And since 2021, now I'm responsible for the new market development team, which is the business unit within EPSON Europe, who is taking care of the smart glasses.
Thank you. So now we're going to get started with the webinar. Hi, everyone, and welcome to our webinar today. We're going to talk about the troubleshooting, remote troubleshooting with EPSON smart glasses and Wideum software in COMEXI. So before starting everything, I'm going to have an introduction of our relationship with myself and Rocío. I'm the customer success manager in Wideum, the software solution company. And we've been working together with COMEXI and EPSON since 2019. And at that time, COMEXI, they started using the solution to give support to their local technicians that they are maybe in places far away from Girona. We are located in Girona right now. A month after using this solution, they realized that this could be very useful also to be in contact with their final clients. So they introduced this solution as an after-sales service to their final clients. And due to pandemic and all the situation, the use of these small glasses and remote eye increased a lot after 2019, and nowadays this helped COMEXI to decrease their travel and environmental footprint, avoiding those travel using the remote solution. The carbon emission from those trips, including maybe having someone located at the final client location, saving time because they don't need to wait for you to arrive, and money, and of course the main topic of the webinar, they save a lot of CO2 emission. So now, before having the feedback from COMEXI, we're going to have Marc-Antoine giving an introduction on EPSON smart glasses and how EPSON as a company is very committed with the environmental impact of the company. So,
thank you, Rocío. So yes, let me just give you a quick overview of who EPSON is, because you may know our company from our printers product, for instance. This is often the most well-known product at EPSON, but we also do other many things. And among those products, we are also the worldwide leader in video projection technology. So EPSON is the #1 world leader in projectors since 2001. So we have a huge expertise in these fields, and this is what led us to be a pioneer on the AR smart glasses market, because we launched the first generation of the smart glasses product back in the end of 2011, so already more than 12 years ago, which is quite unique on the market to be there for such a long time, and especially when at that time augmented reality was not really even yet a trend. So EPSON has really been a pioneer on this technology, and this really comes from our expertise in the technology and the fact that smart glasses are almost like a new type of projectors that you put on people's face instead of putting them on the wall or the ceiling. So this is how we can, we were able to come up with those products. So we are really a technology leader in this field. We are more than 1,000 patents around the globe on smart glasses technology, and we even created our unique and core technology that is powering the Moverio smart glasses products is the EPSON OLED micro displays, which is a very unique technology on the market. Very tiny displays with very high definition and high brightness that enables to create a unique AR experience. And so our strategy with Moverio smart glasses, it's been since the beginning to talk with our customers, our partners, to understand their needs for the technology and feedback that to our engineers so we can build the best product for our customers. And so we have defined a number of key use cases for our technology, and among them remote assistance has been one of the earliest application and one of the most popular application of our technology. So if we move to the next slide, I'm just going to give a quick overview of remote assistance for those who may not be so familiar with this application. So remote assistance is the capability to connect on-site technicians with experts that stays in the head office. And so the idea is like making a phone call, but in addition of the voice, you can also see what the user is doing thanks to the camera of the glasses, and you can also communicate very visually with him by making, for instance, augmented reality annotations in the screen of the glasses. So for instance, making a circle around the button that the user needs to push. So thanks to those free way to communicate, it's a very effective communication platform that really goes much beyond what every other solution can do and prove a very efficient way to solve technical issues remotely. And so why it's such an important use case for smart glasses? First is because it's really well suited for the form factor of those devices, because it's very important to be hands-free, so to be able to receive the information and act at the same time. And this is really the benefit of using smart glasses. And the fact it's a very popular application, it's also because it's very easy to demonstrate the added value of those applications and generate return on investment for companies. Why? Because it's very easy to calculate what is the cost of the technology and what are the savings that company can make by implementing those solutions. And those savings, they can be about improving the productivity of the company, because you can solve issues much faster, because for instance, it means that any technician on site will be able to solve the issue thanks to the remote assistance solution, instead of having to wait to have someone coming on site. So it really boosts the productivity of the company, but at the same time, and more importantly, it's also a very sustainable solution to be implemented, because it drastically helps companies to reduce the needs for travel. And so that means reduce cost, of course, but also and especially reduce CO2 emission, which is really something very important in our world today. And that in the end also leads to increase customer satisfaction. So there are really just benefits to implement remote assistance. And the great thing is that you get those benefits from the very first minute you implement the solution. And So what are the benefits for Moverio smart glasses if we move to the next slide, and why they are really adapted for that application? It's first because, as I mentioned, it's a hands-free device, so you can receive information and act at the same time. They don't block your view. It's a transparent display on our product, so it means that you can see the world and the digital content at the same time. And this is really important, especially today, when we talk more and more about mixed reality technology and those kind of technology that use devices that block your view. So AR is very important from that perspective in the industrial sector for safety measures. So it's really just a layer of information that augments the worker. And this is done thanks to a very big screen. So it's the equivalent of a 120 inches display in very high quality. So what it means is that even the smallest technical details or small annotations can be seen perfectly in the Moverio display. And this really helps in the remote communication, because it means the remote expert can really guide very efficiently the user thanks to functionalities such as AR pointer or AR annotations that solution like Remote Eye offers. And the last thing is that our devices are very simple to use and very comfortable to use. And this is really important because it's a very advanced piece of technology, but it must remain extremely simple to use for the technicians to ensure the adoption of the technology. And this is something that our products are doing very well. And so just to finish on the products, a very quick overview of our device that we are focusing on the remote assistance use case. It's called the Moverio BT45CS, and it's a real set of industrial smart glasses. So they are fully rugged. They are compliant with the MIL standard 808 drop test, which is a very strong standard from the US Army for a rugged device. So you can drop it on the factory floor. There will be no issue. It's IP52 rated, so resistant to dust, to water projection. It has high definition sun-tread camera, so it's very easy to share the point of view of the user. Built-in audio and mics with noise cancellation, so you can hear the user without any problems. You can wear the devices on top of prescription glasses, and this is very important again for the adoption of the technology. And it's very comfortable thanks to the form factor that you wear around the head. So it's a rugged device, but comfortable to use even over extended periods of time. And this is accomplished also thanks to the fact that we are putting everything, every electronics that we don't really need in the glasses in a host device. So that's the controller device that you can see on the left of the screen. And this is, let's say, the brain of the smart glasses. It's like a tiny tablets, Android tablets or tiny Android smartphone. Very easy to use because it's just like using the touchscreen on your smartphone or tablet. So it means that anybody knows already how to use the product. And that's, again, very, very important for the adoption of the technology. And so to conclude on the EPSON part, before I hand over to Rocio and Esteva, just a word on as well the actions that EPSON takes for sustainability, because this is really a key aspect of our company. So remote assistance is a use case that can enable our customers to become more sustainable. And I think it's important to note that by choosing to work with EPSON, companies also choose to work with a very sustainable company, because we are really setting high standards from that perspective. And one proof of that is that we have achieved the EcoVadis Gold rating, which is one of the highest standard for rating sustainable companies. And you can see that the COMEXI Group is part of the 1% companies that have this rating. And so that's a proof, let's say, of all the actions that you're taking in all the processes of bringing those products to market. That when you work with EPSON, you can be reassured to work with a company that really has the interest of the the society at the heart. And so, yeah, I think that was important to highlight, especially in today's webinar. And yeah, happy to answer any question at the end of the webinar on the products. And for now, I will leave you continue, Rocio.
Thank you, Marc-Antoine. Thank you for your introduction. And now that you have more information and overview regarding the smart glasses, EPSON Moverio smart glasses, I'm gonna give like a very brief introduction on Wideum Solution Software. Wideum, we are a technology company. We are located here in Spain. We have 3 solutions. Our main focus during the webinar of today, we're going to be talking about remote eye. That is a solution that COMEXI are using. Marc-Antoine already gave us an explanation on how it works. It's actually, you're going to have an expert with the knowledge on how to do something, how to fix a problem. And then you're going to have a technician on the field in front of maybe a machine that is broken, and you don't know, this technician doesn't know how to solve this issue. So using the smart glasses, they will be able to connect with the expert remotely, can be anywhere apart in the world, and give them this technician the support on how to solve this issue. They're going to be able to use different kind of tools in remote eye, as the red dot, the live drawing, or even for communication between countries or between people that don't speak the same language. They will be able to use the voice-to-voice translation. Then, apart from remote eye, that is the main product we'll be talking today, we have another 2 products that are Twin Eye and Process Eye. Twin Eye allow you to connect a smart glass with a smart glass, or a smart glass with Android device, and is maybe something more similar with what we know as a video call, but instead of seeing each other's faces, you will be able to see what the other person is seeing. So it's also interesting to duplicate process and training purpose. And last but not least, we're gonna have Process Eye, that is a workflow software. Process Eye allows you to digitalize process beforehand, and once this process is created, you have the availability to send it to different technicians, and they can do this process as many times as needed. And also, it's an interactive process. So it's not only to give instruction, but you can request the person on the other side to take photo, take video, and all of these are gonna be at the end of the process. When they finish, they're gonna generate a whole report of the job that this technician did using remote Process Eye. Also, Process Eye has some very great advantage is that it allows you to work offline without internet connection. So those are our main software. Now, to get to the point of this webinar, I'm going to explain why we're doing this today. Is because we know that talking about the European Green Agenda, with the launch of this European Green Agenda, the European Union committed to cut its net greenhouse gas emission by at least 55% by 2030, comparing it with the 1990 level. So how are we going to achieve those numbers? This European Green Deal is a package of policy initiatives which aims to set the European Union on the path to green transition. There is the ultimate goal of reaching climate neutrality by 2050. To support this transformation, every company in Europe should be trying to give in their best. So we require action of all the sector of the economy, also to be socially balanced and fair, and preserve the European Union's competitiveness. And now that we understand this, we're gonna go and let Esteban tell us how COMEXI have been doing it during the past few years.
Okay, yes, thanks, Rocio. So, well, first, let me go to the past. Okay, so COMEXI has been connecting remotely to its machines for more than 20 years. So at the beginning, we did it through a 56 key modem. Maybe some you already know probably, with very high limitations with this device. No, and had a high cost for us, for COMEXI, but also for the customer, because we did that the cost was international calls. No, over the years, different platforms and forms of connection have emerged that we have been using until today. That we are using the smart glasses. No, many of these connections we have made remotely through our help desk using these smart glasses. So that device, I would like to mention in experience of COMEXI, no, based in COMEXI, because we already, Mark and Rocío, you already mentioned it, but I would like to mention especially what features the smart glasses for COMEXI side we are using and very, very helpful for us. No, of course, the video, also the live drawing option, face masking, also nowadays the privacy of the policy. No, also the share camera, chat translate, also for us, because I said at the beginning, in COMEXI we have we sales machine around the world. We talk as a Chinese people, Russian people, well, in everywhere, no? So for us, use this option integrated to the platform. It's very useful and helpful for COMEXI, and also the red dot. So as Rocío mentioned it at the beginning, COMEXI started using the smart glasses with a local technician in 2018. So right now we are continue using and expanding this tool. So right now we have more or less around 100 customers using this tool from COMEXI, but to do this, provide this service remotely. So also I would like to mention some benefits from both sides, from COMEXI and from our customers, the end customers. So I would like to mention that this device has supposed a less cost for the customers, also because with COMEXI technicians, in majority the trips, we don't have to do these trips on customer side. Also, we have reduced the machine downtime because we can provide remotely in the same time. So also the image, we can share the videos and the photos and in the real time. So this is fantastic. Also, from COMEXI side, we have less resources for COMEXI. I'm talking about field service engineers. We don't need to have a lot of technicians here on site to send on the end customer to provide this service. So then it means less resources. And as a consequence, all of this, no, we have reduced a lot of the emission of CO2, so to the atmosphere. Of course, avoiding many trips. Okay, this is our point of view. Okay. Here, yeah, on this presentation, on this slide, we have collected some figures, and well, I would like to. We have just 2 examples, no? This is in regards to COMEXI, yeah, our trips. So the trip E is in Europe, trip B outside of Europe. So imagine COMEXI is the headquarters is in Girona, in Catalonia, in Spain. So our region is Girona. Our destination, imagine, can be in German, Düsseldorf, but can be UK, wherever. So the estimation time is 5 days for engineer, for a technician. So around for a year, we can send these technicians on customer facilities maybe 75, this average, 75 times doing this trip, because we have a mechanical, we have a process engineers, we have electronics, we have softwares, different skills. So more or less 75 trips per year. And the kilograms for CO2 trip is 335 if we consider, for example, that case in Düsseldorf. This is here we include the plane, the CO2 for the hotels, everything, cars, if you rent a car, okay? So then it means the total kilograms of CO2 per year is 20, in that case, in trip A is 25,000. So if we translate or we talk about trees, it represents 320 trees planted per year. So this is one case. And the other example, if we have considered in Mexico, okay, the same exercise, no, it means 1,294 trees. So this is one company. Imagine if we have 100 of companies using this tool or this device, imagine that the trees that we can plant or save, no? So just to have an idea, okay, based in our experience in COMEXI.
Great, thank you, Esteban. So here, if we talk about long-term environmental benefit, as the number that Esteban just mentioned very clearly, if we continue using this advanced remote assistance solution in different industry, different company, we can really contribute to several long-term environmental benefit. How are we gonna do it? So some advantage we're gonna reach, just not to repeat myself because we did mention a lot during the webinar today, but you can reduce the travel, you can reduce the resource efficiencies because you don't need to have as many expert technicians. You just need to have a few that will be able to connect today here from Girona to maybe now I'm going to have a meeting with China in a couple of hours. I'm going to have a meeting with Mexico in a couple of hours. I'm going to have a meeting with Germany. You don't need to have one person traveling to one place to another and spending all that time. And of course, this environmental compliance. And now that we have, of course, the knowledge sharing between different people, and now that we know how COMEXI have been doing the past few years, I would like to ask, well, to let Esteban tell us about future goals. How do you think, how do you feel your ideal goals for COMEXI in future years would be regarding this matter?
Yeah, here I mentioned some goals. No, of course, for this year and the coming years will be reduced the travel for our technicians. So, well, just to move, this way as a normal way to promote this remote, no? And in the future, well, we could be taking about reduction. We estimate between 5 and 10% in regards to the trips, and implementing of also, I would like to mention the process. I know Rocío already commented before. Well, process I think is we are working on it, but this is our next step. No, right now we have an image, we have a video, we have photos, we have all this digital information, but the next one is the process. I know for us also it's very important, our customers, when we provide instructions, troubleshooting about the procedures, we have to digitalize this process, no, and confirm that our customers, they do that we recommend, no, and this will be probably the next application that we will integrate and we will incorporate to our, well, as a normal way, our standards. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we reached the end of the webinar. Thank you everyone that joined today to this webinar. And now we're going to the interesting part, the Q&A. So if you have any question, you can write it down in the Q&A section and I will start reading them. So depending if it's like a hardware related question, Marc-Antoine will be able to answer it. If it's a software related question, I will be able to answer it. And if you have any question about business model, how a final client is using it, we have today Esteban, so you can take advantage and ask him questions during this section today. So I'm gonna go to the first question. Now, the first question we have here is, usually when a client need to use the smart glasses and this solution, if any technician can use them, when any technician can use it when they need it, where they can localize those small glasses. So Esteban, if you want to answer that question.
Yeah, no, the platform is very friendly. it's very, very easy because you have one screen that you have all the options on this screen. You don't need to move one side to the other side, and it's very, very friendly. So for us, I don't know, 1 hour, 1 hour and a half to do a training, to do some tests, it's enough to provide service. Yeah, very, very easy.
Great. Also, another thing that we did implement it with COMEXI as well, is that we have the COMEXI box that is something like this that you put in the clients, in the final client place. So they're going to be located in a very, very visual place. So anyone that walks through the field, they will be able to see, hey, we have those smart glasses and we can use it anytime we have a question and we need to reach out to to COMEXI, for example.
Yeah, this is a solution that implemented during the last years. Well, we put this box in the middle of the factory when our customers, they have different machines. They put this box in this side, and also they connect the power, and all the time the smart glasses are ready to use it and ready to connect. So we have to break the barriers,
That's really nice. Yeah, it's often a question we get from several customers like COMEXI, like this is really an important point for them, like how can we make sure that the glasses will always be charged and that user know where to find them, etc., etc. So that's really nice.
Okay, now we have another question. This one is for Esteban. Have you received any feedback from customer regarding the impact of service quality or response time?
Yes, we have some comments. Of course, when we ask to them because our machines, sometimes we need to see what is happening on site when there is a problem, And when we ask to them to use those glasses, and they don't have to do anything, we have see everything, and they feel more comfortable. So the comments, of course, are very positive because we can say, okay, no, go on this side. No, I mean the other side. Or no, please check this, and you can mark on the screen. So the comments are very, very positive.
Okay, thank you. Here, also, how easy was it to train technicians to use the augmented reality headset for remote assistance? To use the smart glasses, how easy it was to train the people to use those smart glasses?
No, well, of course, for us, we are expert, but our customers, well, we don't need any specific training because it's very intuitive, You have to put on your head and just switch on the glasses. And in our case, our platform, we develop with Wideum and also with EPSON. We have a link, and automatically when you switch on the smart glasses, we connect immediately. It's like you call, It's very, very easy also.
Okay.
It's great to hear.
Another question: why did COMEXI choose the EPSON Moverio BT45CS augmented reality smart glasses for remote assistance?
Well, of course, we choose this device and also this software because in our help desk we have around in different skills, mechanical, electronic, because also these devices can be used for a mechanical technician, not only for electronic. You don't need to be an expert to use these devices, So we use this one because when we tested, we saw that it was very, very easy use this device and this software also for our technicians. As I said, we have around 35 technicians on site in Girona that, well, in just Rocío knows, in 1-2 sessions, it was completely enough to train all the people. No? So then so I think we have to be the life more easier. No, so we don't have to complicate. No, and this tool, the hardware, it is very, very easy to use it, but also the software. So
okay. Now I have two questions that are very similar, so I'm going to read them together. They are more related with the business model of COMEXI. So we have here a question asking, do you have any kind of monetization? For example, annual fee for services you provide for your client? Has Remote Eye played a part in this service fee? Also, does every client has this kind of remote service support, or does some client refuse to use this? And very related with this question, we have another person asking, how do you provide a solution to your customer? Is it a service package that you sell? So it's both question relating how you do it with your client, how you offer it to your client.
Okay. Well, based in COMEXI, how we do? In COMEXI, we have 4 levels of service. We have the basic contract, or the basic, the basic contract is not include the smart glasses, but this is the basic. But the standard already, it's include the smart glasses, but is under contract. We don't sell the smart glasses, so it's like an insurance. No, you pay for a year, and it depends the service you agreed. So then you have the smart glasses service or not. So we include for the annual contract. So we don't sell the hardware specifically.
Okay. So it's like a whole package that if they choose a standard or the premium or so on, they're gonna have the smart glasses apart from all the services that COMEXI offers to the client.
Exactly. Yeah, because we include other things like discounts, the other things.
Okay, perfect. Here I have 2 questions about ticketing. So one person is asking if you have ticket system or a way to make technician and expert to chat. And there's another question very similar asking, how do you manage all the incoming support assistant ticket? They call directly to the expert on how they do it, how the client request the support.
Well, right now, this is the thing that we would like to change in the future. But right now, our customers, they have to call to our call center. We have a number by phone, and they ask, okay, I have a problem on the machine, please connect. And then is when we contact to the customer, they open a ticketing. We use the CRM Salesforce. They open a ticket internally. And then one of our technicians contact to the customer. If that customer has smart glasses, because we can see in Salesforce, if they have smart glasses, we ask to the customer, okay, please prepare or take the smart glasses, and then we connect remotely. It's very easy because they, as I said, they have to switch on the smart glasses. We see in our software, in our platform, in our dashboard, and then we can see that these smart glasses, it changed from red to green, and then the smart glasses is ready to connect, and we make a call, and we enter to the call. So, but now we are doing this. In the future, we will like to have some experts online, and because the platform and the smart glasses already have, the customer could call direct to COMEXI. This functionality, this feature already exists, but right now we are not using it for internal things.
Okay, thank you, Esteban. So to give a little break to Esteban, there's a question for Marc-Antoine. Could you tell us which is the pantoscopic angle of the glasses, and which is the definition of the virtual screen that the operator visualizes?
Oh, I'm not sure about the first question, to be frank.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, what did you say? Pantoscopic angle.
Pantoscopic angle of the glasses, and which is the definition of the virtual screen that the operator visualized?
So let me answer the second one first. So the definition of the virtual screen, it's a full HD display, so 1080p resolution, and that's really, to be frank, I mean, I work for EPSON, of course, so I'm a bit biased, but for having tested all the smart glasses on the market, from that perspective, the EPSON Moverio has always been the top quality from that perspective. And again, that's come from our expertise in video projection technology. So we have a very big screen, equivalent of 120 inches, and full HD, very bright, with super good color reproduction and sharp details. So even the smallest details of a schematic, you can see them perfectly, even small text. And that's really good because, yeah, Esteva said it's a very useful feature of the Wideum software. The capability to caption what the user, the discussion, and translate it automatically. This is something that is really useful because remote assistance is often about providing assistance in all around the globe where the users don't necessarily speak the same language. And so having that high definition on the display to read those texts is very important. And I think that's something that really our devices enable. And so for the pantoscopic angle, I'm really sorry, I'm not really sure. So I will check after with our engineers. What I can tell you is that the camera is angled at around 5 degrees to facilitate the viewing the hands when you work, let's say. So it's not like straight, it's like a little bit angled downward. And you can also play with the display to adjust it a bit. So you can easily, let's say, tweak the viewing angle of the camera. So actually, the device is quite interesting from that perspective. You can even, if I show you very quickly, just to show you how this works, we have the capability to, what I was saying is that, so the camera is angled, and you can also play with the display. We can even flip it up. So that's a safety, let's say, measure initially. So you can easily get rid of the display if, for whatever reason, you want to make sure to see the world. And something nice is that even when you do that, you can still continue to actually record the scene easily. So the remote experts will always see what you're doing and can continue to speak to you. And that's a very nice functionality for the remote assistance as well. So I hope I answered your question. I will check again after and we can follow up.
After the meeting, if you want, you can send an email to sales@wideum.com and we will put you in contact with Marc-Antoine. And even if not, I think I have the information here. And once we got it, we can reach out to you as well. And the last question here is asking again, Esteban, if you can elaborate a little bit how those augmented reality features, for example, that you mentioned, red dot, and live annotation, have improved solving the problem during remote assistant calls. How does it work?
Mm-hmm. Well, so these features using through the smart glasses, for example, if you have a call, it's very difficult to get this information. So in our case in COMEXI, we have some maintenance people that maybe has not a skill in electric parts, or maybe is electric but not mechanical. So then when we have an image in a real time, we can mark, we can show to the customer, to the maintenance staff, what they have to check. So this reduce and we avoid the misunderstanding information, and well, we reduce the as I said, the machine breakdown. No? So well, so for us, the thing is that we have the right information getting or using the smart glasses, because sometimes it's difficult for us to understand some situation or some procedures, or what if the machine does not do this, okay, but have you checked this and this, and you have make around to the problem, and sometimes you miss some information, no? So of course, if you can see in a real time, and also the important is the image that you get in using of course, you have to have a Wi-Fi, a good connection, but if you have it, you have a good image, a resolution, just to understand what is the problem on the machine. So, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So thank you, Marc-Antoine. Thank you, Steva, for joining today, for answering all the questions. I also put a poll to rate the webinar for all the attendees. If you like the content, also let us know so we can know if we can maybe do something similar in the future. And if you have any question that were not answered during the webinar of today, you can email us to sales@wideum.com, and I will put you in contact with Marc-Antoine or answer question and reach out to Steva if it's needed. Well, thanks everyone for joining today. Thank you, Steva and Marc-Antoine, as always.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. See you.
Thank you. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.